Dan.
Tom will be in about an hour.
Figured Katie's home already?
Well, when I called, she said in about 10 minutes.
I still don't get it.
There's nothing to get. I don't care what she's done. She's still a woman. I can't take her in looking like that. Mrs. Ord. Mrs. Ord. Still don't know what happened Friday, Mrs. Ord.
2 weeks. I hadn't heard a word from him in almost 2 weeks.
Who, Mrs. Ord?
You see, I thought he really loved me, and I couldn't understand it. It wasn't like him. It wasn't like him at all.
Mrs. Ord. Who are you talking about?
I had to talk to him. You see, I couldn't get to sleep the night before. George was away, and I was scared. I'm always scared when I'm alone. I got maybe 2 hours. When I got up, I knew I just had to talk to him. So I waited until I knew he'd be at the office. And then I called him and I begged him to come over. He wouldn't come. And then I told him if he didn't come, I'd phone his wife and I'd tell her everything about us.
Who, Mrs. Ord? Who are you talking to? Was it Paul Durston?
I was in love with him. And I thought he loved me.
What happened?
You know what happened.
But I have to know how. You can't be serious.
Please don't laugh at me.
Well, my dear, you can't expect me to believe all this now, can you? If you'll excuse me, I'm...
No, please. Please don't go.
I am going hunting, Marion. I'm going off to the mountains by myself where I won't even have to see a woman for 2 whole days. And if you so much as think about calling my wife...
But I need you. Oh,
Marion,
God, I need you.
Don't make it something it wasn't. We both had our fun for a couple of months, but it's over. You'll find someone else just like you found me.
Oh, I want you. I want you.
Sure. Just like you wanted that lifeguard, that phony preacher, Sal Gilman, all of those...
No, I only told you about those others because I thought we should be honest with each other so we could start fresh, start clean.
Clean? That's a laugh.
Oh, no, but they were trash, just trash, that's all. And then when I met you, I knew it was right. It was real. I wasn't afraid. I wasn't afraid of anything anymore. Paul, I'm going to tell George I'm going to leave him.
Oh.
I never thought I could ever do that, ever. I never wanted to. I want to marry you.
What makes you think I would leave my wife for a little tramp like you, huh?
Oh, but Paul, the things we said, that you promised,
All that talk, all those words, meaningful, involved, important, you know what they're for? So that when you lock the door on some dreary little motel room, you can tell yourself you're not just being a whore.
I'm not a whore.
Well, I'm sorry to shatter your precious little illusions, my dear, but that's exactly what you are.
I am not! I'm not! I'm not! Ow! Oh! 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 No! 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 He parked his car in the back, so nobody could see it from the street, I guess. I don't know how exactly, but I managed to get him in the trunk. Then I drove out to the Point Street Pier. It's practically deserted now, you know, since they built a new one. And then I guess you know the rest.
You in that room at the club since Friday?
I sneaked out once to call George last night. He said they thought I was dead. He thought so too.
What were you planning on doing?
George told me he'd keep the police busy, and I was to drive away a few hours after dark tonight. I was just getting ready to leave when you came. He won't get in any trouble, will he?
George, he almost got himself killed trying to lead us away from you.
Is he all right?
Yeah, he's all right. And, well, he must love you very, very much.
God. Oh, God.
Parker didn't look too happy. I guess he figured on seeing you in front of a firing squad.
Maybe next time.
Word's out on bail, huh?
Hitting a cop can be rough, but I think they'll let him off with a fine.
How about getting a cup of coffee someplace?
I don't know. Mr. Ward? Can I give you a lift anyplace?
No, I think the walk will do me good. Lieutenant, do you think she's got a chance? Self-defense, maybe?
I'm afraid not. A good lawyer may be able to make murder second out of it. You know that can be pretty expensive.
Well, I'll raise the money somehow. She loves me, Lieutenant. After everything that's happened, she still loves me.
Good night, Mr. Ward.
Doesn't he know how she felt about Mr. Durston?
You want to tell him?
And what's he gonna do if she gets sent up for, say, 20 years?
The same thing he'll do if they give her life. He'll wait.
Night, Dan.
Good night, Charlie.
understand it. It wasn't like him. It wasn't like him at all.
Mrs. Ord, who are you talking about?
I had to talk to him. You see, I couldn't get to sleep.
I don't care what she's done. She's still a woman. I can't take her in looking like that. Mrs. Ord. Mrs. Ord.
Dan.
Tom will be in about an hour.
Figured Katie's home already?
Well, when I called, she said in about 10 minutes.
I still don't get it.
There's nothing to get. We still don't know what happened Friday, Mrs. Ord.
2 weeks. I hadn't heard a word from him in almost 2 weeks.
Who, Mrs. Ord?
You see, I thought he really loved me, and I